90-Day Fiance's Gino Palazzolo reveals cryptic message about forgiveness after Jasmine rubs Matt Brannis' romance in his face. Following his breakup with Jasmine Pineda, Gino Palazzolo of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, posted a touching message on forgiveness. Gino and Jasmine got married in June 2023, but sadly, their union didn't end their problems with intimacy, which got worse throughout Season 8 of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. A few months ago, there were rumors that Gino had ejected Jasmine from his home because she had cheated on him with her workout partner, Matt Brannis, by quietly displaying her new ring on Instagram and implying that she might have recently gotten engaged. Jasmine all but confirmed the speculations. Gino Palazzolo of 90-Day Fiancé retweeted a message about forgiveness. On Instagram, Gino recently reposted a message from Cute Snoopyan. The message, which focused on forgiveness and life, said, "Life is too short. Give a slightly longer hug, a little more intensity in love, be a little more forgiving, and smile a little more charming." A doodle of the well-known cartoon figure Snoopy the dog from the American comic Peanuts was placed next to the heartfelt statement. The drawing featured Snoopy gazing at Woodstock, the yellow bird character from the same comic, while clutching a flower. The red heart emoji that separated the two characters suggested that they were happy. Is Gino Palazzolo no longer associated with Jasmine Pineda? Since rumors of his breakup with Jasmine surfaced, Gino has become more animated. He's been going out more and working out at the gym. Gino has traveled to a number of new locations and spent time with his pals over the past few months. He has continued to promote his time on reality TV by posting about 90-Day Fiancé on social media. Although it's uncertain if Gino has totally moved on from Jasmine, he appears happy right now. Although there have been reports of Gino dating again, his Instagram profile still features pictures from his nuptials. Gino may have been referring to Jasmine in his mysterious letter. It's possible that he's realized he still loves her and wants to make amends. In addition, Gino would want to say that he hopes Jasmine will forgive him for his previous transgressions and that he has forgiven her for being supposedly unfaithful. However, Gino's statement might also serve as a means of telling his supporters that he is letting go of the past. Gino may be stating through his message that he would make it a priority to live life to the fullest and give his future girlfriend the forgiveness and love she deserves. Gino and Jasmine share equal blame for the irreversible harm done to their relationship. They were previously a solid pair, even with their large age difference, but they disregarded and insulted one another's limits, which caused problems in their marriage. Jasmine harmed Gino by lying to him, even though Gino was the reason she lost her job. They were estranged by their frequent disputes about insignificant issues. The 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Couple may have gone back to 90-Day, the last resort for marital therapy. But it looks like they have officially called it quits in 2024. 90-Day Fiancé. Will Gino and Jasmine reunite? Treatment is their final option. The stars of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After following their breakup, Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo have been doing the following since wrapping up filming Season 8 of Tell All. Jasmine is a native of Panama City. In 2021, she mentioned having 2 children in her before the 90 Days debut season. Jasmine previously wed a man she describes as a lawyer and a doctor. Jasmine had claimed that her former spouse had cheated on her and gotten an other lady pregnant. Gino was divorced when they first met, much like Jasmine. While on a professional assignment in Brazil, Gino had met his first wife. Similar to how he brought Jasmine into the country, he brought her in on a K-1 visa. After 7 years of marriage, Gino and his former spouse parted ways in 2012. As one of the few new couples in the franchise, Gino and Jasmine have garnered enough drama to be included in several spin-offs. It implies that Gino and Jasmine's adventure in the 90-Day Fiancé series is far from finished, even though they are no longer together. Jasmine and Gino connected through a sugar baby website. Although they had previously discussed it, Jasmine and Gino did not meet through a dating app when their relationship started in 2019. In order to pay for them and accompany them on dates, Gino had been concealing the fact that he actively looked for sugar babies on the internet. Even though Jasmine insisted she was unaware of her profile on the website, he had also met her there. She said that without her knowledge, her friend had made the profile for her. Before Gino's first trip to Panama in December 2020, Jasmine and Gino dated for a few months. Was Jasmine's relationship with Gino transactional? Jasmine was with Gino for financial gain, regardless of her statements to the contrary, such as, "I'm not a sugar baby. I prefer to work to have 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 jobs." Gino had to compensate Jasmine for her belongings. By then, she had even resigned her teaching position, and even though Gino had lost his job due to the epidemic, Jasmine was still forcing him to pay for her rent, cosmetic procedures, and other expenses. It clarifies why Jasmine became offended when Gino gave her a toothbrush rather than a trip to an island. Probably even now, throughout the 3 years that they were together, Jasmine had relied on Gino financially. Jasmine had no desire to have children with Gino. In 2020, Gino traveled to Panama with the intention of proposing to Jasmine and getting her a ring. Unaware that Jasmine was purposefully avoiding pregnancy, he was adamant on getting her pregnant. She made up a lot of justifications for him, such how her last son had been born with special needs, that she was having trouble becoming pregnant, or that she didn't think his family would be able to care for their child. Jasmine even said to Gino that before having children, she wanted to move into a larger home. Her litany of justifications was endless. Grateful that I used that birth control. Is it possible for you to envisage carrying an ill person's child? Gino's prior marriage ended without him having any children. He was eager to start a family of his own. In order to take care of the infant at home, he was even prepared to resign from his work. Jasmine ultimately prevailed because she forced Gino to cease having sexual relations with her. Gino had never shown her any signs of intimacy, thus she was never likely to become pregnant. She realized that if she continued to pick disputes with Gino, he would become aloof. She persisted in doing this until Gino ultimately made the decision to call it quits on their romance. Gino was used by Jasmine to travel to the U.S. Jasmine consistently maintained that she loved her own nation so much that she didn't care about moving to America. Though Jasmine and Gino broke up about a year ago, Jasmine hasn't returned to Panama. Jasmine moved because she wanted to. Jasmine sobbed a lot about wanting to see her kids, but it doesn't appear like she's tried to get back on a plane. Even though Gino is no longer in her life, she is content with it. She has started her own business and is considering a career in modeling, something she had never considered doing in Panama.